Hello and welcome to the fourth segment here of the Exploring Genealogy series. This is James Tanner, and I have been doing some individual videos and starting on my own YouTube channel. In this particular segment, I'm going to look at the Descendancy Explorer. This is an app that is directed to members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and is part of what is known as an ordinance crawler. It means it's a program that searches through your pedigree on for both ancestors and descendants on the FamilySearch.org family tree and finds individuals who may need temple ordinances in the temples of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So this is an interesting program. There are several programs that do the same thing, including an Ordinances Ready program from FamilySearch.org, which has been introduced not too long ago. So this is it may be a little bit of redundancy here in the way that it searches. It is possible, however, that this program would be finding different opportunities than Ordinances Ready or one of the other programs out there. Well, let's go to the Descendancy program by Explorer by clicking on the link, and I'll go ahead and allow it to search my tree. I'm looking for a threshold here of one source. I could raise that by moving the slider to up to 10 sources required. I am also not marking any of the particular ordinances that I would like to find, or whether male or female ordinances are preferred. Okay, well, that was pretty quick. We found 4 ordinances. We'll take a look at these. It says it's complete. And we'll click here and look at the details for this person. It says there's 23 sources for this person. Well, maybe that's a good sign. Looking at the ordinances on Family Search takes us to the Family Search website, and then we can look at the details for Isaac Sheldon Sr., who was born in Rhode Island and who has apparently 2 parents, a John Sheldon and a Captain John Sheldon, and 2 different mothers. And so if we look at the list of children under the Susan Claremont mother, and we have 1 for a Deliverance Palmer mother. In each of those we've got somebody who was born in 1686. The mothers seem to overlap here because there's no marriage events to tell us when they were born and died. But if Susan Claremont was the mother of these children that are listed down here, she would have been alive in 1775. Deliverance would have died in 1675. And so all of these children would have been Deliverance's children had Deliverance. Oh, we're getting confused here. 1699 she died. Some of these children, 1690, 94. Nope, all of these children would have been Susan Claremont's children, and including Isaac Sheldon. And if Deliverance Palmer was the second wife, then it's very likely that Isaac Sheldon was not the son of Deliverance Palmer. So it would depend on how this ordinance worked. So we can look at that and see who they want to seal it to, and that's to Deliverance Palmer. And apparently my initial looking at this particular family indicates that she is not the mother because the other lady lived until 1699, and that certainly covers a 1686 child. And if Captain John Sheldon and John Sheldon are the same person, that's another issue. If they're not, then both parents are probably wrong for this particular pair shown above here. Well, so I would not go ahead with that particular suggested ordinance unless I did more research and found out that after getting this all straightened out and merging a duplicate, if that's what occurs here, that there would still be an ordinance available. I doubt that, probably. So we'll go back to our descendancy findings here and open up the next person. See if there's a problem with this person. Looks like there's a number of people here that need a lot of work done, like Alexander Donaldson. But we can view the ordinances again on Family Search. Go look at the details. And we have a Thomas Ellison who has a son by the name of Peter Ellison and a mother by the name of Jane Spencer. And there are 14 sources. And of those horses, there's one here that shows that England birth and christening information. We'll look at the record itself that we have. We have a Peter Ellison who is born in 1742 and whose father's name is Thomas Ellison. It appears to be the same person. We'll go back to the 1742 person and see if that's correct, because we have a christening in 1742, and it was very possible that this person is the correct person. So this would perhaps need a little bit more research, but in this case there is a definite possibility. So when you're doing and we're working with any of these programs, it's very, very advisable to do some initial checking, see if the information is even arguably correct, if there's something there that is so obvious that you wouldn't be wanting to proceed and that needs to be fixed in the Family Search family tree. All of the programs like these ordinance crawlers are all very similar in the way that they operate, and there are some differences in the people that they will find, and they are useful for from my perspective. I would use these programs to find, as we'd indicated in that first examination that I did, of areas that need research and that the information needs to be corrected. Well, thank you so much for watching another one of my Exploring Genealogy series videos. I will be doing many more of these videos over time, and I would urge you to subscribe to my YouTube channel here so you can get notices of any of the new videos as they are released. And thanks again for watching.